what is parameters constructor. Now we'll see another example for default constructor. If there is no constructor in the class, the compiler automatically creates the default constructor. Actually, while creating every object at the first time, the default constructor will be created. That is what in the syntax we have seen that. What is the syntax for creating object generally? See here, student is my class name, S1 is the object, new student. If you are not even defined the student function over here, student constructor over here, it will be created automatically. That is what the first point says. If there is no constructor in the class, the compiler will automatically create the default constructor. It is happening internally by the compiler. It is not shown to the user. That is what default. In the previous example, actually, intentionally we have defined the default constructor to explore how the default constructor will be. For that only we write it intentionally, but it is not necessary to write a default constructor. It will be created automatically by the compiler. That is what this point says, that for this program class student, two member variable, one member function display. In a main method I am creating two objects, S1 and S2. For these two objects, this is the syntax, right, for creating object: student, class name, space object name, new keyword, and the constructor. See here there is no constructor has been defined. So what happens here, the Java compiler automatically creates the student constructor, default constructor for the object S1 and S2. For two objects, two times the default constructor will be created for the objects S1 and S2. And after that I am calling the display function for the respective objects. For S1 object, display function will be called once. For S2 object, respective display function will be called once. Okay. That is what actually the variables roll number and name are initialized after the default constructor. Automatically integer will be initialized as 0 and string will be initialized as the null. So that is what the output you can see over here. For S1 object roll number is 0, for S2 object roll number is 0, for S1 object name is null, for S2 object name is null, which means we are not given a value to the member variable because of the constructor. Because of the constructor, for these two objects, member variable roll number, string number was initialized to 0 for 0 as a 0 integer and null string. That is what called as default constructor. See here, the same program is rewritten. Intentionally the default constructor was written inside. So this is actually created automatically by the compiler. So for the understanding, I wrote default constructor over here. That is public class, same as it is, two member variable, one display function, public static void main, two object has been created, default constructor will be called, and the memory can be allocated, and S1 display, S2 display, same as it is. So here I intentionally inserted or created code for student default constructor. So the function name is same name as the class name, null parameter, no parameter, no return type. Hence that's going to be called as default constructor. And what is the work of default constructor? It is going to initialize the values member variable for the object. For any object has been created, for that object roll number will be initialized as 0, name will be initialized as the null. So that is what I said already. Even though if you are not having a default constructor, the function of default constructor is initialize the member variable for the respective object by default. If it is an integer mean, it is 0 is going to be initialized. If it is a string means it is going to be initialized as a null. If it is another type, for example, if it is a double means 0.0 will be initialized automatically. So that is what the duty of the default constructor, initialize the variable for the object. That's about the default constructor. Next we will see an example for parameters constructor. What is parameters constructor? If the constructor is having one or more parameters inside the parenthesis, that's going to be called as parameters constructor. We'll see an example. Syntax first we'll see syntax. Class name. We'll see an example. The same example, public class student, two member variable. Here instead of default constructor, I wrote as parameters constructor. It is a special function having same name as the class name. Okay, special function having same name as the class name. It is having two parameters and null, no return type. So hence it's going to be called as parameters constructor. If the function is having same name as the class name, that is called as constructor. If it is having no return type, and that's going to be called as constructor. If it is having any one or more parameters, it's going to be called as parameters constructor. So what is the duty of constructor? So constructor is going to initialize the value. Default constructor is going to initialize the value. Here the parameters constructor, using these parameters, it is going to initialize the value. That is what the thing is. So parameters constructor is a constructor which is having parameter. That's what. So with that parameter, it is initializing the member variable. And the display function is displaying the roll number and name to the output console. In a public static void main, I am creating two objects with the parameters constructor. So what happens here is this 11 and Sai will be sent to R and N, and in turn R will be initialized to R number. That is 11 will be given to R number and Sai will be given to name. For the object S1, roll number will be 11. For object S1, name will be Sai. That is what happening in this line, parameters constructor initializing the member variable for the object S1. Similarly, come over here, second object has been created with the parameters constructor and passing these two parameters, 22 and RAM. So 22 for the second object S2, R will be 22 and name will be N will be RAM. So this R and N will be given to roll number and name respectively. For the second object S2, R number is 22, name is RAM. Getting? That's what called as parameters constructor. So now we'll see constructor overloading. So before getting into this, in the previous in the beginning we discussed about method overloading. What is method overloading? Method is having a same, all the methods are having a same name, only parameter differs, right? Also definition differs. So single common same name, same function name, different definition and different parameter. That is called as method overloading. So here in constructor overloading, we know that constructor is a function, right? It is a function having same name as the class name, no return type. That's what thumb rule of constructor. So here constructor overloading means the function having same name as the class name, no return type. It may have 0 or n number of parameters. So based on that and also the definition, the constructor can be overloaded. See here, the constructor overloading is a technique in which class can have any number of constructors, any number of functions, and that differ in parameter list. So different parameters it may have. The compiler differentiate these constructor by taking into account the number of parameters. So based on how many parameters the function is having, the respective function will be called during the compilation. That is what called as constructor overloading. We will see an example how it works. Class name is 2. This is going to be called as default constructor, right? So same name as the class name, no return type constructor, no parameter means default constructor. And second function is same name as the class name, no return type, and it is having single parameter. It's a parameters constructor. So here the third function having same name as the class name, no return type, having two parameters, 2 are integer. And third function having same name as the class name, return type is nothing, and it is having 3 integer parameters. So here same function name, different definition and different parameters is going to be called as constructor is having a different parameters, different definition is going to be called as constructor overloading, giving an additional task to the constructor by the parameters, single parameter, 2 parameter and 3 parameters. That's not called as constructor overloading. So we are defining the constructor differently based on number of parameters. That's what called as constructor overloading. So see here, come the main method. I'm creating 4 objects for explaining how the constructor overloading works. First object default constructor will be called, right? So no parameter. For the second object, single parameters constructor will be called. For the third object, 2 parameters constructor will be called, and for the fourth object, 3 parameters constructor will be called. So same name, different definition, different parameter is going to be called as constructor overloading. That's it about the constructors. Thank you.